overall, chaotic race. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it was a chaotic race, starting in the wet, and as it started drying off, we had some speed, started moving forward on the lead lap there, and just got tangled up with 66. And it's racing, it happens, but ultimately went in the gravel, got a lap down, and then spent 2/3 of the race trying to fight back, and got back on the lead lap with 10 to go. And then it was just start picking them off as we could, and drove from 30th to 25th. And solid day, not as good as we were last year, but it's still a blast to be here at Mid-Ohio.
And then talk about racing on this new pavement. We talked about it a little bit yesterday, but just kind of explain how that worked, even just with the wet track.
Yeah, so I was really surprised at how much grip even in the wet turn one had with brand new asphalt. So that was nice. And then they concreted like the inside of turn two, and we were all running like the rim, around the outside. And then you saw a couple guys scoot down to the bottom and try it, and boom, there's a ton of speed there. So the new pavement, obviously way better in the wet, and obviously way better in the dry as well. But there's a lot of this track that's still old pavement, and you're transitioning from like seams, new to old to new. So there's certain corners you can brake a lot harder in and not in the others.
And I've talked to a lot of drivers this weekend about like respect on the track. What's your take on that, especially this race in particular?
Yeah, I mean, road courses in general are just like really edgy, and people are getting into each other, and you got some corners that are a lot slower, so you can lean on each other, and we're not used to being able to do that at most of our schedules. So guys kind of use road courses to get back at people, and the racing in general can be more aggressive, so you start seeing those wrecks. And when you go to tracks like this with a lot of sand traps not far from the pavement, you're going to have cautions come up and things like that. So that's really the big difference from like the Roval and some of these other places. When you look at Road America, Mid-Ohio, there's a lot of opportunity to get a caution.
And then next race for you coming up, what are your thoughts? Where are you going?
Yeah, so Pocono's next, I believe. Schedule comes up so quick, and it's always fun. We got a cool partner on board. Haven't announced it yet at Pocono, but we're doing some really cool tribute up there in that area. So it's going to be fun. This part of the schedule, you start going to a lot of different tracks. There's really no flow of short or mile and a half. So guys, you don't have to worry about getting the truck ready that quick, because you got different trucks for different tracks. So it makes the flow a little bit easier. That last stretch we came off with 5 in a row, 3 and 2 tracks really similar. It was tough. My boys were working late nights, so hopefully it's an easier schedule for everybody at YMS, and we can click off some better finishes. 25th in reality after the last couple of races is good. Just got to take the momentum, keep going forward.